Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and an old dirt road, and you're ready to go if you want to. Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today. Live Music Nation podcast. I'm your host, Jake Gill. Today we're with Jennifer Neer. She is with Festival of Faith. Looking forward to this one. Jennifer, thanks for joining us.
Hey, you're welcome. It's a pleasure to be here.
Jennifer, give us a little background on you. Where'd you grow up? Talk a little bit about your family and your career.
Okay, so my personal background is that I grew up in northern Indiana, small-ish town. Moved to Indianapolis, Indiana about 20 years ago, and love Indianapolis, love it to be here. And I have a husband, 3 children, 6 grandchildren, kind of the whole gamut of all of that's there, plus a dog and 2 cats.
Perfect. All right, let's jump into the festival. Tell us the basics of the when and the where.
Okay, so right up front, it is September 10th, 2023. It's going to be downtown at University Park in Indianapolis, Indiana. It runs from 1 p.m. to 12 noon until, oh gosh, I've been looking at it for so long. 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Sorry about that.
Perfect. Okay, 3 questions that we always ask, because this is a lot of people are going to listen to this as they're going down the road. 3 questions that will help answer them. What does it look like? What does it smell like, meaning food? What does it sound like, meaning music and activities?
Okay, what does it look like? This is a festival of faiths, and it's held by Center for Interfaith Cooperation out of Indianapolis, Indiana. That's a 12-year organization that really focuses on trying to create a community that pursues peace through interfaith understanding and cooperation. And so the festival is really the big culmination of that, and it allows us to bring all of these different faith communities together. So it is bright. It is beautiful. It is multicolors. It is multi-people. It's a lot of people. Right now, it's still small. We're still growing, coming back after COVID, over 1,000 people there, with faiths from everything from the Baha'i faith to paganism to Zoroastrianism. You name it is probably going to be there.
Wow.
Yes, it is in Central Indiana's largest interfaith festival, and fair to say Indiana in general as well.
So how did it get started?
So these 2 guys were having a conversation, Charlie Wiles and Don Knebel, and they get together and they're having a conversation that says, we really want to do something. All of these people that we know through their various networks all want to work together and come be a part of something bigger. We all, in all of our faiths, have this one real goal, and that is we want to reduce violence. We want to get along. We want to be good neighbors. And we can do that if we can bring people together. And we looked at this festival and decided there was a similar one in Kentucky. And they went together with a group of our very new emerging board leaders at the time and said, we can do this in Indianapolis. And the festival became what it is now.
Okay, now let's jump back. Second question, what does it smell like? What are we going to have there food-wise?
Food trucks.
Yes.
So lots of food trucks. We're looking at Indian cuisine. We're looking at sweets and desserts. We're hoping to have at least 6 food trucks to be there.
Wow.
Is what our goal is. And because of the way it's situated, it'll be very easy accessible, and ADA compliant for people that also need to have some assistance and make sure we can get to it.
Perfect. Okay. Last and probably most important for me, what does it sound like? What kind of music, what kind of activities are going on?
So a very interesting and kind of an eclectic group. We actually start the festival with the blowing of the shofar. If you've never heard a shofar, it's a Jewish instrument that they use as part of their religious programs and celebrations. We will have a 60-person orchestra and choir from the Jesus Christ Church of Latter-day Saints. We have the Sikh religion come in, SIKH, for those that normally we hear it Sikh. They will be there. They do chanting. We start the festival with bongo boy drums, and they do a very large drum circle. So we have about 50 hand drums that get to be played, and it's just a wonderful group of people. And then from there, it's going to be additional. There'll be singers. There's spoken word. There can just be a number of different performances. We're still lining all of those up, but those are going to be the 4 primary pieces that we'll get. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, to the not so average listener, if you're a vendor or you have an interest in setting up a booth at this festival, is it open to the public? Like, how do they do that? Is there an application?
Yeah, they can go to indycic.org, indycic.org. There's news and events. They'll find Festival of Faith there. They can go there, find the vendor application, exhibitor application. We do ask that it is related to interfaith in some way, shape, or form. And we do talk that this is a place for peace and for gathering. One of our attendees actually said, this is a place, there's no anger, there's no hatred, it's just love for one another. And we really want to continue to bring that feeling and that vibe to the event.
Yeah.
So and also, if the people have certain recipes that are associated with their faith tradition, that they have for whatever, like maybe they have a celebratory meal around the holidays, and they want to give us a recipe for baklava or whatever you can do, bring that with us. We're here to share. We want to share all of that with everyone.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. That's great. That's great. Okay. For you, what is the personal reward in this? I know it's a lot of work. I know it's a lot of time, a lot of dedication. Where does the personal reward come into this for you?
The personal reward for me is really, there's something about being live in person with people of the same mindset and the same goal, and being a part of something big that is going to become bigger. And so it's rewarding to just know that I am a part of the lives of all of these people. And it's just emotionally rewarding for me. And it's an absolutely fascinating experience when you get to come across a Mormon or, someone from the Latter-day Saints holding a Quran, and you have a Muslim holding the Book of Mormon together and discussing their different religions. It's an amazing experience to see. And if you can do that in person, that is just the way to go, and the way to live is do it all in person and experience it live. And I never miss out on that kind of thing.
All right. Yeah. No, that's perfect. Okay. Couple fun questions. I always ask these in every interview. I like to survey. Okay. This is just your personal preference. Jennifer, what's the best concert you've ever seen in your entire life?
My personal best favorite concert. Yep. Okay, my personal favorite concert was probably Fish, Alpine Valley. 2 years ago, when they opened the show with a cover of Prince 1999.
Nice. Yeah, that'd be great. Okay, dead or alive, you get to see one musical act. Who would you want to see?
I am in a big Modest Yahoo phase right now.
Okay.
So, and he's out there. I mean, if Modest listens, but we'll take him here in Indianapolis. But he's kind of a really, he'd be an amazing performer for the Festival of Faith, in that he is a Jewish reggae rap singer that toured with Fish. So he gets the vibe, and he knows what that one love, he knows what that feeling is all about, and wants the world truly to make a better place.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. Okay. This is a segment of the show. You get to ask me a question. I've been selfish. I've been hogging all the questions. What's a question you would ask me?
Jake, I've been thinking really hard about this. When you talk about live performances on your show, is it only music, or are there comedians? Are there other pieces? So taking all of that aside, not limiting it to just music, what is the best thing you've ever seen happen live?
The best thing I've ever seen happen
on
live.
Stage.
You know what? I'm going to go with Broadway show Mamma Mia. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Like, I was enthralled. I sat there. So I'm going to say that one, or a musical that my daughter was in. a high school production. Like I was just so proud of her and amazed at her talent. I was just like, but when I watched Mamma Mia, it was so well done. I was so connected to the characters on stage. It was unreal. It was hard to explain. Yeah, great question. I love that. I love that. Jennifer, how do people find out more about Festival of Faith?
Simply visit our website, ndcic.org. You'll find it all there. You can call our offices. I'll give you our phone number. It is 317-268-5300. Yeah, shoot me an email, Jennifer, JENNIFER @ndcic.org. And I think that covers all our bases.
Perfect. That's fantastic. Jennifer, thank you so much for sharing about your festival today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're so welcome. And again, thanks so much for this wonderful opportunity.
You're welcome. Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and an old dirt road, and you're ready to go if you want to.